So this is somewhat of a review, but I'm going to land a little bit more on the third bullet. So we've talked a lot in this series about you taking the time to talk about your strengths. You want to really know them, and strengths are soft skills. We like to call those soft skills, but they really are your natural talents. There are many of the things that you guys talked about in the chat. You know, it's about organizing, it's about being very good at managing, it's about connecting, it's about team facilitation. Things like that are huge strengths. People are looking for that. But if you are just regurgitating a bunch of activities in your resume, then that's not going to come out. So you really want to actually take that time to figure out what are your strengths. And as a just quick reminder, we have 4 domains that when I do my Gallup strengths profile with people, I help people figure out their executing strengths, their leadership strengths, their relationship strengths, and then their strategic thinking strengths. So there's actually a lot of different strengths. If you were to break it all down, there's probably hundreds, but in the Gallup Strength Finders, there's 34. So try not to boil it down to one general strength. See if you can pick apart the different ones. So first of all is, what are your strengths? Then you want to talk about impact. What have you accomplished? Resumes are very much need to be around that. Marcel may talk about that a little bit more, but I like to think in terms of impact. Like, if you show up and you join a team, how do you actually take things to the next level? What is your impact? And it's not just impact in terms of like the accomplishment that I helped increase the bottom line by this percentage. It's really about, like, I'll use facilitation as an example because at least one person mentioned that. Somebody who has this ability to actually facilitate and take a team and get them to unify around a goal and work together, that's huge impact. That's enormous impact, because if that team is actually working together, then they're actually going to move the basic performance for that organization. So that's impact, and that's a strength. That's not just a skill. So you want to think, how do I impact others? How do I actually make things happen on the ground? And then the final thing here is, I kind of talked about how do you help people? What is your impact? But think a little bit about the helping people. How do you show up and work with others? And what I mean by that is, to differentiate it from impact is, we all have these abilities to show up and actually be part of a team. And we have these things that we do that are super innate to us. But think about the question in terms of how do you help people? That's a little bit different than how you have impact, and it will help you sort of unpack, again, how you can set yourself apart in an interview, in a LinkedIn profile, et cetera. And that is a big piece of the standout process.